sports, and we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Coming up next.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scouch, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL. Yep. Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're underway from Seattle. Laviska Shenault to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by the 12th-year pro from West Virginia, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Buying some time right. He's on the move. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Motioning the tight end now. They go play action. Here's Smith. Headed out right. On him quick, and they bring him down. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. into the hands of Walker. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Smith on 3rd and long. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Smith in the pistol. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be let out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle. Complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. It's a design boot. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Walker now from the gun. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks pull that in front further. 13-zip. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Myers to add the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the Denver offense, taking the field for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this is a huge loss on the play. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Nix from the gun. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Riley Dixon on the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Seahawks football. Ball at the 33 for first down. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Metcalf working that right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Third and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's caught Metcalf. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
2nd and 3. And he finds the seam down the middle, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going RPO, he's got it outright. And he'll go down here at the 16. Second and 6 coming up here. And again, it's Smith. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
From the gun, Smith. It's caught. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. They are throwing it again. Getting out to it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks take a 20-zip lead. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, okay? You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Working quickly here. From the 43. Flush down now to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Nix with it on 1st. Finding Reynolds. And they take him down right along the 30.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Nix looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 3rd and short.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got him in over the middle. Complete. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos chop some of the lead off before the half. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard.
Broncos 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. Now from the extreme northwest to the extreme southeast, we're going to head down to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with our buddy, Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here comes the Bronco offense. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they played on their side of the ball.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Brushes him off with ease. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup. That's going to leave him facing 3rd and 10.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's got it near the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They go with Williams on the counter. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep, 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Extra point try now from Lutz. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard.
Broncos 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. And he finds the seam down the middle, complete. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They go play action. Here's Smith. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Completed to Sutton. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Broncos first down.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Nix off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 37. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Into the hands of Dulcich. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. In motion right is Mims. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now it's a bootleg for him. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Throwing here, Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now trailed by just a point in the 4th. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. That one right down the middle. And we're all knotted up. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
League, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. To the left sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Over the middle, Cox. Complete pass. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play, and that'll be good for a Denver 1st. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Broncos down by 7. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. Completed to Reynolds. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut it to a point late in this one. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here he is to throw. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running with Walker again. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Staying with Walker. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Broncos offense all set to go. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now to throw. Finds Mims. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Throwing now. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's pushing right, and it's going to miss the mark just on the wrong side of that upright. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
The obvious disclaimer right here, Kate. Let's make sure the kicker doesn't, well, take the whole blame for this loss. Because, yes, it was a game-tying kick, but this team's performance and missed opportunities throughout, man, there were a lot of guys going to watch this tape and say to that kicker, I could have done more.
No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. And he's going to take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that